there, Rooted. Welcome, welcome. We got a little customer review action happening today. Thank you so much for taking some time just to answer a few questions about OGGO Growth Systems Incorporated. Yeah, man,
Absolutely.
I just wanted to say before we even ask any questions, thank you for believing in the brand, and thank you for believing in us, in our and all of that stuff. And you've been a big time supporter of us. So I did want to just send a little bit of thanks back to you on behalf of the entire team and myself here, man. Thank you. Thank you a lot.
Man, absolutely. I'm glad to be here, and I would love to share my experience with my with you guys. Heck yeah,
Absolutely,
awesome.
man. Yeah. So, and of course, yeah, to anybody who's watching along at home there, we do these customer reviews right here. We record them with people who have said, hey, I want to share my experience with the world. We want to get these positive customer reviews out the door and let people know it's the real deal. We are a full-fledged hydroponics company. We are right here in southwestern Ontario, doing a lot of work, trying to get a lot of stuff accomplished, and of course, all the kind words from our patrons, our customers, clients, anybody like that. We really value it. So without further ado, we've got our 10 questions that we always have set for everyone. Same as always, we'll jump right into them. And if we've got any time, we might have a couple little quick hitters there. So, all right, man. Number one, what made you decide to try OGGO Growth Systems in the first place?
In the first place, so
Yeah, what
I was thinking about this question. So I was on YouTube. So I was thinking back about whenever I found the Ogo community. Uh, this was like say 6 months ago. I was on YouTube, looking for grow stuff, doing my grow stuff, and I come across one of you guys' shows. I see, and over in the chat, I remember it vividly. I remember it like it was yesterday. I seen Sheba in the chat. I seen Mikey in the chat. I seen Jax, and I was overcome uh, with the love. Like there's, with our community, there's you find you see who like is in it for real. There's things I just knew right off the bat that like whenever I come across you guys' show and the way that you guys were sharing information um and just lifting everyone up, like just the positivity, the love that really wanted to make me dig deeper. And then I found out about the membership side, and then I found out about uh, all the other stuff, and then I joined in the membership side. And then whenever I joined in the membership side, and I got to see the the VIP side of OGO, our Discord.
Yep.
I got to join the Discord, and I joined in, and then just the knowledge is just going. I used to think that I couldn't do DWC. Well, that is out the window now.
Yep.
You guys at OGO have shown me that it's so simple and possible. And but to get back to the original question, it was all the love and the encouragement and the membership. Once I did get over to the membership, the just the family.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir. Well,
pretty much family. Yeah.
we try very hard to both portray our family and also just welcome others into it. And that's that can be a bit of a strange thing sometimes out in the public. Nevertheless, we are, like I said just at the intro there, we are a tight knit business, a family oriented business. So it only makes sense that we would want people just like yourself in on the action with us, man. So thank you for taking notice via our YouTube shows. That's actually a really good thing for me and the crew to hear, because going way back when we decided to put ourselves on YouTube for that very reason, so we could find people, just like you, who want to be part of, part of a bigger movement, as it were, and belong to a really wide open group of people that really just love growing in all its aspects. And of course, we do have a certain niche that we try in terms of our innovative hydroponic and aeroponic
Mhm.
builds. So yeah, man. So, what were you using before, and maybe what wasn't working for you before you came across OGGO?
So before I come across OGGO, it was all soil. It was all soil.
Nice,
Living
nice.
either living soil or the the pre-bag stuff. Uh,
Mhm.
and with living soil comes a lot of amendments and uh, stuff that you got to keep adding to it and keep it uh, going. Keep it alive. And I guess what wouldn't work there for me is, I would run out of certain amendments, or I would forget that I needed something, or um, yeah, I would run behind on my inputs stuff.
Right.
And I'd say that's what wasn't working, just
Yeah.
running out of the inputs. Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
for my living soil.
Right on. Right on. So just on that note there, Rooted, we've actually been developing just one little item that we feel like we here at OGGO would be happy to add to our manufacturing side to actually aid in amending soil naturally, particularly for anyone that's using red wrigglers or the likes, those particularly aggressive worms that break food particles, food stuff like that really, really quickly. Um, yeah, we're looking at building ourselves some soil feeder tubes here and seeing if
Heck
there's any
yeah.
use for that. Yeah, I mean that's our little contribution to the living soil market, if you would. I've seen them before. They kind of fascinate. I thought it was a really cool concept. I myself don't have red wrigglers at the moment. I have in the past. I know I will again in the future. So we love our living soil companions there. But I mean, that brings me right into our next question, which I know the answer to. But which OGGO systems or products are you using right now, Top Dog?
Right now, I've got two of the DWC buckets going, and boy, are they going. uh, like
Absolutely.
like I said a while ago, I've been growing in soil, for the first 3-4 years of my growing history, and so this is my first run in DWC, and it's
Yep.
just mind blowing how fast, how healthy, how full the leaves are. It's just a whole nother world. I'm having a blast with it. Yeah. So the
Um,
DWC systems.
yeah, and then I know also too.
Oh,
Well, you're actually the guy that I brag about to everybody, rocking two of the same beans, like same cultivar side by side. One's in DWC, one's in soil. And every time we haven't been seeing each other that often lately. And I'm like, how's it
uh-huh.
doing? And you're like, boy,
Yeah. It's
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 just
it's
pride see
it's
to
cr-
see your reaction because yeah, it's so genuine too, man. It's like I don't know. I just love seeing how happy you are with your results there. And I mean, you're not. Yeah, are you into flowering yet? Have you gotten?
I have flipped the first one into flower. She's
Okay,
about 2 weeks. She's just now 2 weeks into flower, and she's
nice.
just
So
now
you're starting
getting
to
her
see.
stretch on. She's
Yeah,
Everything is going so fast. Yeah.
cool. I love seeing that. I love hearing that. Is there any other growth accessories that you enjoy using
Oh,
in
absolutely.
your systems?
Yeah, absolutely. I've got the growth trainers, the strength trainers, and
Yes,
I
sir.
couldn't see myself going without those. Those things are so nice. They don't bend out of place after a while. They don't slip off. They're perfect. I love the strength trainers. They are great. Strength
Absolutely.
trainers. Yeah, I've got the air stones and everything that come with the DWC. But yeah, I love it all, man. The
Good.
the strength
Great.
trainers are
What do you think
top
of those
notch,
pods? Out of
sir.
curiosity, the
Out
net
of the
pods there.
Oh, the net pots. The net pots are super strong. Like I've not seen another net pot that can come close to the strength of that. Uh, I love the design, the cone design. Uh, I love how strong they are, how thick they are, the color, everything about them. The net pots are out of this world.
I really enjoy the fact that you just use so much less stone, so
Oh
much
yeah,
medium with it. The roots are right there, readily available for those bubbles or for that mister spray or feed in the beginning to dangle down towards your reservoir, whatever it may be. I'm right there with you, man. It's yeah, we love it. We
Yeah, heck yeah.
absolutely love it. How was the setup? Was it easy? Was it hard? Was there anything that stood out about your setup?
Man, the setup was exceptionally easy. Pete, actually, I got a hold of him in the chat, or he reached out in the chat. He's seen me in the chat, so he popped in and he let me know. He was like, "Hey, Rooted, man, I, stuck the hoses in the holes already for you." And he went over he went over everything. Like,
Yes,
so
sir.
I knew exactly how it was going to look when it got to my door. And that's exactly how it looked when it got here. So it got here, I carried it upstairs, bloop, 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 and it was set up.
I love hearing that, man. That's
Yeah.
so cool. That really makes me happy. I will make sure to pass that on to Gorilla Pete. He's actually downstairs doing some assembly down there in manufacturing right now. So let's give a shout out to him here on the show, and he'll hear it in due time. And of course, I'll be back down there myself before long. What's your favorite thing about using the OGGO growth systems? Do you have a preferred little perk about any of it at all? Is it the strength trainers? Is it the net pots? Is it the info? I don't know. You tell me.
So I love the strength trainers and I love everything, but I got to tell you, for me, what my favorite is the Discord, is the family, is the fellowship that I get with my OGGO family over on the Discord side. That
Hell yeah.
hands down to me, that's my favorite.
Good.
It's my
I
favorite.
love hearing that. And I mean, that's not to forget too. I mean, so you are a member of the Apex crew there, so you're in for that monthly draw of a fairly substantial prize pack. Sometimes it's actually a grow system, sometimes it's accessories, sometimes it's a big pack of genetics, things of that nature. We never really know what we're gonna find in the treasure trunk there to pass out. But yeah, certainly even then on the Gorilla Gardener side as well, there is the monthly giveaway for those members. So each side of the tiers of our membership, everybody gets a little something that they're entered in on. And certainly all throughout the month, lots of activities to play with. Great people in the membership there really enjoying themselves. And of course, it's a community for gardeners too that really just want to, get on with it, get some info, get some help, have a spot where they're not going to be condemned for asking questions too. That's a big thing with us. We really believe in asking those questions, finding what's going on. So, yeah, man, I appreciate you saying that. Yeah, the Discord, of course, is also part of a bigger membership. Over there on our website, we've got all kinds of our behind the scenes, other stuff that you wouldn't necessarily see in, say, a social media site. You have access to it there behind our membership platform. So what have you seen since switching over to OGGO here in terms of growth, yield, quality, ease? What other stuff do you have? What do you got on your mind there as I ask you that question?
So since I was going from soil to DWC, yield is I was thinking about it, and I mean, like doubled. I would have to say doubled because of the soil plant. The soil plant has about, the two that I started at the same time. The soil plant has about half of the tops that the DWC does.
Yes, sir.
So I'd say about half. And that's not stretching it either. It's the DWC bucket.
That's so cool.
It's taking up that whole DWC, the whole 2.5 by 2.5, and the soil plant, it's in a 5-gallon.
Well, I'll tell you this, just while you're describing that to me, you are not the first person that we've had come back to us just with rave reviews on not only DWC, but some of our other builds too, motherships, all of it. Even just using the net pot, people getting our net pots to use them in their home builds. And they say this was the missing piece, I should, I love it. I love hearing people getting genuinely excited, particularly about their hydroponic or their aeroponic or their water culture in general. So that's what I started out in this business for. That's why we built this company. Again, shout out to Gorilla Pete for seeing my vision and saying, we can build this shit. Like, we want to do this. we want to make sure that we've got a brand out there that people are happy to stand behind whatever. And man, you've been an exceptional there. You're all in. You're telling us everything that's going right. You're showing us all these things that you're doing. You ask questions if you're having problems with anything, which I really haven't seen much of. It seems like you've pretty much got her dialed in, and you've been rocking ever since. So,
Yes. So yeah, and I was a little bit nervous about the ease of use of the DWC. I'm not struggling at all. I've got my EC pin, and I've got my pH pin.
Yeah.
And man,
Well,
I love it.
There you go. EC tells you how much food you have, and pH tells you whether the plant can eat it. So
yeah,
that's all you need to know, right? And we always say if you can run a fish tank, you can run a DWC kit. You can run a hydroponic system.
Absolutely.
That leads right into our next formal question there. What surprised you most about using it? Like after you switched over, there was obviously the dynamic growth experience has been on the forefront. Was there anything else that you kind of really started to enjoy as maybe features of automation or things of that nature? I don't know.
Just how quick everything took off. Just how I had just planted some seedlings just before I received my bucket, and whenever I received my bucket, I had a seedling about a week old. I had some about a week old, so I transplanted one of my young seedlings. Gently washed away the roots, the dirt around the roots.
Yep.
And I transplanted it over into my net pot, and that sucker just stood up happy from that moment on forward. It just, as soon as I set it down in the net pot and put rocks around it, it was like, all right, I'm happy. Let's do this.
Dude, aren't those rocks cool?
They are. I love the rocks. I love the rocks. I love the texture of them. The texture, the way that they hold their form, they hold in place. Yeah, I really
They're great.
like the rocks.
I find them to be so superior to, if you will, I guess your hardened expanded clay marbles. Those round little dog kibble looking bits. I'm not a big fan of those. Ever was. I found that they gave way too easy to everything. And I mean, you want your roots to move easily throughout your product, but also you have to account for the size of the plant up top. And what I really find with those stones, because I mean, that was my innovation. That was actually me that insisted upon those and sending them in our kits, because I wanted other people to experience, my experience with them, which is as the plant grows, it puts pressure outwards. And I had a chat with Chad Westport there, and somebody in his live chat asked, what happens if you break a net pot when you're growing in? That's a rite of passage. I mean, I want it, you know what I mean? I want to see those stalks so thick. I want to see them so robust. I want those stones pushed outwards on that net pot so hard. That's the whole point of the growth that we do. That's the point of our systems. And that is even exactly why we put those stones in those net pots for that kit, because they hold it in place as a little seedling, and they hold it in place as a giant, redwood freaking
giant sequoia. Yeah.
You know it, man. You know it.
Yeah,
So,
but for real, I had no trouble. Like from the first time that I put a seedling in those rocks, I mean, it didn't move.
And no, but those rocks are known for both their ability to retain moisture, and then also they retain air. So they really are quite a wonder little product for us. I'm glad that we stumbled upon them when we did. I'd been using them. I'd been testing them for about a year before we even added them into our roster. So I was really happy, as we shifted towards that. And I said, let's actually include these in the kits. And I got to say, hearing your reviews right there, and just thinking back on my experiences with it as well, I'm glad we did what we did. And seems like, hey, maybe you are too.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Nice. So how has OGGO changed your grow process or your routine? What do you do nowadays that's a little different than maybe what it used to be? And that might be good or bad. I mean, feel free to let us know what you think.
So I rely on my EC pin nowadays.
Well, that's cool.
Uh,
That's a good thing,
yeah,
I think, right?
yeah, absolutely. I didn't even own one before. I never thought I would need one or whatever. I've learned, to rely on my pins, my pH pin and my EC pin.
Absolutely.
Yeah, just keeping track of EC. uh, just yeah, just how simple time I'm having with the DWC. Yeah, just check the EC once a week, or make sure it's in check, and the pH, make sure everything. Yeah, just how having a real simple go of it, really.
I love hearing that, man. And then not only that too, but I know you and I have talked um other times just about the fact that as you expend, well, first of all, you've got your Bucky Buddy. That's another thing that we should
Oh
probably
yeah,
remind everybody of, because
Abs-
when you pull your plant out of your DWC, you're not just left with nowhere to put it. You've got our little
right.
OGGO, our famous OGGO accessory known as Bucket Buddy.
Mhm.
Slide your plant right down into another bucket, keep it safe while you're cleaning your system.
Makes
Um,
life so much easier.
It really does. Ali always says it. Shout out to my wife there. She always says the Bucket Buddy is her favorite product from us because it just makes her job so easy when she's out cleaning systems. She just absolutely loves the fact she's
Yeah,
got somewhere to put that plant down and not worry about it tipping over, not worry about the roots hitting the ground. All the stuff
absolutely.
you don't want to have your plant doing, it won't do with that accessory. So,
Right.
and then also on top of that, when you go to pull it out for your system to have clean down, that water is not just down the drain. You can take it, you know what I mean? You can take it out to the garden, hit everything
Yep.
with it. You've got a lot of capability to actually use that EC all the way to the end there on all your raised beds and everything else
Absolutely.
you got going on. So
That's what's
it'll
been feeding my sunflowers and all my flower beds out front this past for this past few months. They're very happy.
That's cool, man. That's cool. Yeah, it really does help out. I mean, it's the final way, like it almost increases your efficiency by 200% if you think about it in the sense that you use it once for what you wanted it for, and then following that up, using it again one more time for the exact same purpose in a way you weren't even originally intending. So, boom, there you
Yeah,
go.
yeah. Very
Yeah, man.
cool.
Yeah. So, would you recommend OGGO, and who would you say that it is best for?
I will absolutely recommend OGGO. I do recommend OGGO. Anytime I run into any growers, bring up OGGO. Hey, you know anything about OGGO? You know OGGO? Uh, who is it best for? Man, who's it best for? Man, anyone growing. I mean, I came from soil. Uh, who's it best for? Man,
Oh,
any growers, I'd say.
yeah. I mean, if
Yeah,
I may say, I love that we find people that are into the soil, right? Like
yeah,
we've never once said this is hydro only, stay out. All like that's some kindergarten shit. You know what I mean? Putting a sign
yeah.
on the tree fort door saying, hydroponics only. That'd be
Uh huh.
ridiculous. So I love seeing you coming over from soil, but not only that, recognizing that we're not even talking about different subjects. We're talking about different methods to do the same subject. You
Methods.
know
There
what
it
I
is.
mean?
Right,
That
right.
you're still using all the same tricks that you've employed all along, a couple more.
Absolutely.
You know,
Yeah,
it's yeah. That's what I really enjoy too. Like you said, we have members in our Discord, in our membership, of all caliber of growing. Some are mighty
yeah.
advanced. Some have been doing it for a lifetime, and some are just peeping through the window, just trying to figure out if they belong. And either way, there's no wrong answer. So thanks for saying that. Basically,
Yeah.
I agree with you. It is for anyone. That's what we've designed
So
our products to be like.
really, I mean, and with the love and encouragement from the membership side, you know, if you've got a bug for growing, you're gonna fit in at OGGO.
Yes, sir.
You're gonna fit
Got
in.
bit a long
Yeah,
time ago, and I haven't been able to rid myself of it since, man. Hell
yeah,
yeah.
I love it. I love it.
What would you say to someone who's thinking about trying OGGO growth systems or some of our products or anything about OGGO? What do you think? What would you say?
I'd say stop thinking about it and do it, and commit, and make that order and do it, because once you do it, all that hesitation that you had, all that wondering is going to be gone. You're gonna see, you're gonna be like, oh damn, all right, let's do this. Like it's going to make your life easier. You're going to get the love and encouragement from the community. uh, I'd say to anyone thinking about it, stop thinking about it and do it. You're going to be very happy that you did.
Awesome. Awesome. I really, really appreciate all the kind words here on this review, man. That's it. That's all 10 questions. Now, I don't know if you're up for it here. We've got our little lightning round. I don't know if you're down there, Rooted. Shouldn't take you too long here. Just 3 extra little fun questions for funsies. You don't have to sign on if you don't want to. It's
I'm
totally
down.
up to
I'm
you.
down.
Oh, you're down? All right. Let's do this. Okay, man.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Go. Here's our little bonus round. So, OGGO in one word. Go.
Encouragement.
I love it. That's great. That's great. Hey, man. Boom, to the point. All right. Biggest upgrade that OGGO Growth Systems has ever given you?
All the knowledge. Give self-confidence. Self-confidence is the best upgrade, because it's the self-confidence. Once I received,
Big ups to you, man.
Heck yeah. Once I got the self-confidence, like, which I got after joining, like, you can do it, man. Like, I can do it, and I am doing it. So
you are doing it, man. Hell yeah. Before versus after OGGO in one sentence.
Man, life is on cruise control now, and I got big plants growing. Yeah, I got a jungle growing on cruise control with the DWC, and then I've got some of the best, trainers, and I got some of the best family around me. Heck yeah!
Big salute, sir. Big salute, Rooted. Hell yeah, man. Thank you so much for taking a bit of time here today to sit and chat with me and give a review about what's been going on for you, and let the people know where you're at with your OGGO growth systems. And man, we can't thank you enough. Of course, keep on keeping on, do everything that you do. And I can see the success already forming on those flowers. And yeah, man, I can't wait to see what happens with it all. Then you're just at the beginning. So let's keep it rolling, baby. Hell yeah.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, thanks for having me, Andrew. Yeah.
Hey. Thank you. We're going to wrap this one up, though, and you might as well run the Discord if you got a second, and we'll go do the things. All right, guys. Thanks, everybody, for listening along. Let's get out of here, Rooted. Peace.
All right, man.
Go home.